Hi guys, Andrew here from Canberra. As you can see, I'm a Honda fan. I have one and two Hondas. Honda Accord Euro CL9 and Prelude running H22A1. This one's auto, it's manual. Hate autos, but picked that up cheap, so why not? Today, working on a Mazda 6 2003 model L3. Pretty much picked this car up for free from a work colleague whose wife decided to run it low on oil. Rule number one, always check your oil, and I will show you why. This one here started with a big knock. They didn't do anything about it. Obviously the knock got worse and assault. So he didn't want to pay to get rid of it, so I got rid of it for him. Pretty much what happened, ran that low on oil, that was the consequence. For those of you who don't know, that is a camshaft. Double overhead cam engine. We've got two cams. We've got the intake cam and exhaust cam. And this is snapped flush. So I don't know if it was due to debris causing a stress line, the heat maybe caused the stress line and snapped it. Very rarely see this from overheating, but usually it's caused from over tightening, not in the right specs, and or over torquing. So these here as well are the lifters that go on the valves. However, there's no hydraulic lifter in it, so some people might correct me and call it the tappets, which I believe is the correct term for these without the lifters in them. But you can call it whatever you want, I'm not too fussed. Pretty much, because the cam snapped, it was pushing down the valves at the wrong time, which consequently led to this. So this is where the trouble begins. So a good old valve head has snapped. Cylinder 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we've got valve snapped in one. We've actually got two snap valves in one and one snapped valve in cylinder 2. Lucky enough, 3 and 4 are not bad because they were closed when the cam snapped. But as we can see, we've got damage to the piston there, and there as well. There's actually a little notch. I'm flicking that, as you can see. So another little divot, which is damage to the piston head itself. This one here, well, if we start at the bottom, look at that is too dangerous. If there was only a little damage, you can reuse them. However, they are not recommended. If you're going to do a job, do it properly, or don't do it at all, is my motto. So I'll probably be replacing the pistons as well. May even be cheaper to look at a full engine swap. Luckily for us though, there's no grooves or anything in the cylinder wall, which is a bonus because that would have been expensive and would result in a full engine swap. Parts we going on the cheap. So the engine was a bit of a pain to get out. Mazda 6, if you can take the engine out, take the engine out. If you've got a crane, makes it a lot easier. To get the head off, pretty much just had the exhaust mount. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, 7 bolts, sorry, to get off the exhaust mount, and the 2 down the bottom, just here, as you can see, just so you can push it back and get it out of the way. And on the intake manifold, which was a pain, mind you, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Sorry, the 6 is just here. if you're working on one of these and you're not sure how to get to that bastard there, which was my problem, I'll show you a little trick. There is actually a porting right there, which gives you direct access to it. So pretty much smack bang in the middle, right underneath the pipes, just in there. So that might help a few people out. Over here I've taken the timing cover off, timing chain, tensioner, taken it all out, water pump, pulley. Easy access for me, but it was a pain in the ass and took me about 2 days. Just sticking around, taking my time. Drop the radiator fluid, drop the oil, don't want that everywhere, so keep it safe. And as you can see, this is an auto too, so this is just going to be a rebuild and still saving money, so why not? But let's go to the head. So if you have a look at the head, this is the issue that I'm going to be facing now. So if you have a look, this is cylinder 1, upside down. We have damage right there to the cylinder, to the head wall, and a notch right there. So the seats for the valves will not be sitting correctly, unfortunately. So it may look like a new head. This here as well, cylinder 2. However, I don't know how this one's got less damage than the one cylinder 1, because that had 2 snapped off. This one had 1 snapped off. Well, I suppose how it snaps makes a big difference. So they're pretty deep grooves there. So that's not too bad. If I turn it over, which is very difficult one-handed, by the way. You see, this side's looking pretty good. It's nice and orangey brown. It's not too burnt. And then we get this side, and it's chunky, dirty, exhaust burnt, black, filthy. Put oil in your car, fellas. And over here are the valves. So we can see again, that's out of cylinder 1. And nice clean cut, which was not healthy. But if we pull over, so again, intake, exhaust, if we pull out this one here, it's very filthy, very dirty, black. There's a bit of a wobble, so I think the valve may be bent a little bit, which I can visually see it. You guys might not be able to see, but that's a new valve as well. New valve, new springs, full head rebuild, new head. Cost effective, love it. Alright guys, well I'm going to run out of videos, so hope this helped. If you've got any questions, post below. Help out as best I can. Cheers.